The Maurya dynasty was one of the most significant and powerful empires in ancient Indian history, laying the foundation for centralized governance and influencing the subcontinent for centuries. It emerged during the 4th century BCE and played a crucial role in shaping India's political, cultural, and economic landscape. Its history, leadership, administration, and legacy are deeply intertwined with the early development of Indian civilization. Origins and rise of the Maurya dynasty. The Maurya dynasty was founded by Chandragupta Maurya around 321 BCE. Chandragupta rose to power during a period of political instability following the decline of the Nanda dynasty in Magadha. With the guidance of his astute advisor Chanakya, also known as Kautilya, Chandragupta consolidated power by defeating the last Nanda ruler and uniting the smaller kingdoms of the Ganges Valley under a central administration. Chanakya, author of the ancient political treatise Arthashastra, provided a blueprint for governance, diplomacy, and military strategy that ensured the stability and expansion of the Mauryan state. Chandragupta's rise coincided with the declining influence of Alexander the Great, whose campaigns in northwestern India left a power vacuum that Chandragupta skillfully exploited. By establishing a strong centralized empire, he was able to expand his territory across northern India, eventually including regions of present-day Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Bengal. Administration and governance. The Maurya dynasty is particularly noted for its efficient and centralized administrative system, which was unprecedented in ancient India. Chandragupta Maurya, and later his successors, implemented a highly organized bureaucratic structure. The empire was divided into provinces, each governed by a royal prince or appointed official. At the local level, villages were administered by councils of elders. The Arthashastra served as a guide for the Mauryan administration, detailing laws, tax collection, espionage, military organization, and trade regulation. Taxes were collected in the form of agricultural produce, and the state maintained detailed records of land, population, and resources. This level of organization allowed the Mauryas to maintain control over a vast territory while ensuring economic stability. The Maurya army was another cornerstone of their power. It was one of the largest and most well-organized in the ancient world, consisting of infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots. This formidable military allowed the Mauryas to expand their empire and maintain internal security against rebellions and external invasions. Prominent Mauryan rulers. Chandragupta Maurya, 321 to 297 BCE, established the foundation of the dynasty. He was known for his strategic intelligence, political acumen, and ability to consolidate power. After abdicating in favor of his son, Chandragupta is believed to have embraced Jainism and retired to Shravanabelagola, where he fasted to death, following the Jain tradition of Salkina. Bindusara, 297 to 273 BCE, Chandragupta's son, continued the expansion of the Maurya Empire, extending it further into southern India. Though less celebrated than his father or son, he maintained the centralized administration and strong economy established by Chandragupta. The most renowned Mauryan ruler was Ashoka the Great, 268 to 232 BCE. Ashoka initially expanded the empire through military conquest, including the famous Kalinga War, which resulted in massive loss of life. The horrors of the war led Ashoka to embrace Buddhism and adopt a policy of nonviolence, ahimsa, moral governance, and religious tolerance. He propagated Buddhist principles across the empire and sent missionaries to other parts of Asia, spreading Buddhism beyond India. Ashoka also commissioned the famous Edicts of Ashoka, inscribed on pillars and rocks, promoting ethical governance, social welfare, and harmony among his subjects. Economy and society. The Maurya Empire had a flourishing economy supported by agriculture, trade, and industry. Agricultural productivity was enhanced through irrigation projects and land management. Trade networks extended within India and with foreign regions, including Central Asia, the Mediterranean, and Southeast Asia. Artisans, craftsmen, and merchants were organized into guilds, contributing to urban growth and economic prosperity. Socially, the Mauryas maintained a hierarchical society, but Ashoka's rule introduced ethical considerations that encouraged social welfare, religious tolerance, and respect for all communities. Hospitals, wells, roads, and rest houses were established to serve the public, marking one of the earliest examples of state-sponsored welfare in Indian history. Decline and legacy. The Maurya dynasty gradually declined after Ashoka's death. Weak successors and internal conflicts led to fragmentation, and by around 185 BCE, the last Mauryan ruler, Brihadratha, was assassinated by his general Pushyamitra Shunga, who established the Shunga dynasty. Despite its decline, the Maurya dynasty left an enduring legacy. It demonstrated the effectiveness of centralized administration, the importance of law and order, and the potential for ethical governance. Ashoka's promotion of Buddhism significantly influenced Indian culture and religion for centuries, shaping the spiritual landscape of Asia. Conclusion. In summary, the Maurya dynasty was a pioneering empire that established centralized governance, a robust economy, and cultural and religious advancement in ancient India. From Chandragupta's strategic consolidation to Ashoka's moral and ethical administration, the Mauryas left an indelible mark on Indian history. Their innovations in administration, infrastructure, military organization, and social welfare served as a model for subsequent empires and contributed to India's rich historical and cultural legacy.